Now what's going on? It is Jason. Woo woo. Howdy God, that's a mighty good coup-pack. Every time I do that, the dang coffee goes down the wrong. I'm trying to speak, think, and drink all at the same time, and I jack that up. So, how's everybody doing? We are live in full effect. Hopefully, I got my audio dialed this time. Let me just go. It was not working right. So, we're going to go dive into YouTube and give it a listen. Here we go. Hopefully I got my audio. We got audio. This time, let me just go. It was not working. There we are. We are doing good. How is everybody doing? How's your weekend going? I'm doing okay. I'm a little tired, but that's okay. I'm just a little bit sleepy. I need to go night-night. But I got too much to do. And I kind of like that. I am one of those individuals that just likes to grind. I don't know what is. A lot of times people say maybe it's because I'm avoiding something, but I've always been that way. Ever since I was a kid, I've always had this determination to just be a grinder. I don't know. How about you guys? But I'm doing really good. I just got back into town, so it's been a whirlwind the past week, and it's not going to stop for a while. We got a lot coming at us there at Small Giants. That's the marketing agency that I work for, and that's a good thing. I love being busy. I love having exciting shoots to go do, and it's just a lot of fun. So I'm going to embrace everything that comes at me, and it's starting to kick off. So, and I'm going to get into that. I just want to first say, here we go. Boom. I'm going to pin that bad boy. All right. Well, let's carry on. So, I recently just got back from going on a trip for work. Flew to Denver, and I flew with my coworker, but also a homie, Spenser, aka Loofa. We went to Denver and shot this really cool event. See, there's this organization called NAIOP, and it's an organization of commercial real estate and brokers and this whole entity of individuals, and they have really fun events. So here, the Phoenix organization of NAIOP, they do a lot of fun movie spoofs that we get to film and be a part of. So that's always a good time to capture those, tell those unique stories in the form of like an SNL spoofy kind of thing. So they have theme nights, and on their huge event, I think last year it was Saturday Night Live. I don't know what this year is gonna bring, but I'm definitely excited for it. And then the NAIOP Colorado had this event on Thursday called the Night of the Fights, and basically what they were doing was raising money for Denver Children's Hospital, I think it was, or something like that. I can't remember. It was something for the kids, Denver Children. It's a Denver Children thing, and I feel really terrible that I don't know specifically what it was for, but it's for the kids. So what they do is they have this night of fighting, and so they have 2 pro bouts of individuals that are pros going at it. So they have 2 pro matches. And then the real exciting thing is these realtors and brokers get in the ring and they box each other. And it's like intense. It is super intense. So that is how I spent my Thursday night. We flew out to Denver
and then had a good time, filmed the event, and it was crazy. The pros, you can tell, they're professionals. They're methodical, they take their time, they're strategizing as they're in the ring, they're doing their thing, and it's really fun to watch them box. But when those brokers and realtors got in there, it was a whole different story because they just went after each other. It was crazy. And I believe they paired them up specifically to weight class, which seemed all right. But yeah, man, it was crazy. And there was tons of blood. It was hectic, but it was a lot of fun to capture. So I'm excited that I got to partake, go to Denver, film it, hang out in Denver for a little bit, and got to chill with my boy Spenser. So it was really, really cool. And but man, on top of that, we had a busy week here with a bunch of other stuff that was happening during the week, a bunch of edits that needed to get done. And then on top of that, I am really excited because I'm working on a project in a collaboration with my buddy Beham Baratis. Joseph, we got some heat coming at you guys, and I'm super, super excited for it. And I worked on a project with him, and yeah, more to come on that. I don't want to spoil anything, but it's going to be exciting, and hopefully you guys will check it out, watch it. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think you'll be impressed with everything that's coming at you. So stay tuned for that. And then what else? So I spent all last week dialing that in and trying to get it all dialed in. And late nights, I don't think I went to bed before 2 a.m. every single night, including the night of the fights. So yeah, it's yesterday. I literally, I got in late Friday, didn't get into bed until about 2 a.m. on Friday, and then turned around and had to be at Celebrate Recovery leaders celebration that we had for our leaders. Had to go to that at 7 a.m, so was up again super early. And then went and supported our Celebrate Recovery leaders and those that serve, and we wanted to recognize and celebrate them. So that was a really fun event, but I was out of it and I was tired and I had to kind of run production. So I'm sitting there running sound for worship, and then I'm also running lights, and then I'm doing pro presenter, doing the lyrics and sharing slides, and it was not in the right state of mind to do all that, but it helped out. And then some people jumped in and helped out. But yeah, that was super fun to be part of that and celebrate the people that pour into others at Celebrate Recovery. Sometimes you got to go and get fed yourself and get watered, and that's what we're basically doing for those that help support the ministry of Celebrate Recovery. We're just recognizing and celebrating them. But man, I tell you what, last night I hit the hay around 6:30 because I was dead. I went to bed at 6:30 and didn't wake up until 6:30. So I pretty much got a solid almost 12 hours of sleep, and I needed it. I'm still kind of feeling a little drained and a little tired, but it's all good. And then we have a busy week ahead of us. Actually, we got a busy month, and it's not going to slow down for a little bit. So I love it. I'm embracing it, and I'm looking forward to it. So yeah. And then what else do I want to talk? I want to talk about being a good husband and paying attention to things that are important. I kind of sucked at that the last couple days, and yeah, I kind of feel obligated to, be vulnerable and transparent and share that with you guys. Sometimes I just get in my own head and I'm going so many different directions with things, and sometimes I don't pause and show my wife the gratitude and appreciation that I should be showing her during these times, especially as simple as going to the store, picking up stuff for dinner, and getting the kids a nice little surprise and treat. And I even got myself something, but then I didn't think of getting something for my wife. And that really hurt her feelings, rightly so. And it really impacted me too, because she's upset. And then not upset in a mad way, she was just upset in a hurt way, which is the worst. And so I feel like a jerk. Right? I feel like a jerk right now. And I don't mean to laugh. I laugh when I feel awkward sometimes, but something I need to work on, man. I need to get better at paying attention to that kind of stuff. I think I've been doing really good in other areas, especially, things like Celebrate Recovery kind of help, make those amends quickly. When you're wrong, admit it, say sorry. I did that. I didn't get defensive when she said something. I tried to defend it a little bit, but I realized what I was doing. I was trying to defend why I didn't get her something with things that I've done in the past, which had no reference to how she was feeling right then and there. So I needed to nip that, and I did, and I apologized, and told her I feel awful for doing that. So yeah, I got some work to do, and it's okay. And she seems to be okay. I think for the most part, I think she forgave me, but you could still feel like it bothered her, and rightly so. So, and then, and on, some other news, I am having one of my daughters turn 26 tomorrow. Yeah, I have a 26-year-old. She is gonna turn 26. And there's more to that story with my daughter that I think I've shared before, but we're not really in a healthy place, her and I, but I do love her and I do miss her, and I'm excited that she is turning 26, and I'm super proud of her. And then it makes me feel really old because I got a 26-year-old. But yeah, that's okay. That's awesome that I have a 26-year-old and I got a 2-year-old. So there's a wide spectrum, because I do have 5 kids, so. And then, so I'm excited for her. I hope she has a beautiful birthday, and I love her. And happy birthday, Kiernann. I love you. I miss you. And hopefully we can connect. And that's what I've been praying for a while. So, but yeah, that's pretty much where I've been and what's been happening in my neck of the woods. It's starting to get a little bit cooler here in Arizona. But man, I tell you what, the weather in Denver was, it was extremely warm considering, the time of year it was in Denver. It was unusually warm from what we've heard, but man, it felt nice to me. It was like t-shirt, shorts, may have a little chill on you, but it was a good kind of chill. It was like, man, this feels nice. And that's kind of, it was hard to leave that. But coming back here, the weather here is starting to cool down a lot as well. So, yeah. And so that's what's been happening in my neck of the woods. I'm doing pretty good. I'm enjoying life. Have some things to work on, obviously. And then, I talked to my dad for a little bit today. He's, he recently, his stepmom passed away, my step-grandmother, who was pretty much my grandmother for the most part. she passed away here, and he's kind of dealing with all that, her estate, and trying to get things reconciled. And then, you know, he's looking at moving here, so, you know, try to get prepared to endeavor that journey, you know, with my dad moving here and figuring that whole process out. So, but yeah, and you know, which is gonna be exciting because it's good to have family. If I can just get my sister and her family here, that would be awesome. I'd be, you know, it's kind of like, because we all lived in Alaska at one point, and then my mom and dad moved to Washington, and then, you know, my mom moved back up to Alaska, and then now she's down here in Arizona with me, which was beautiful to have her here, and it's beautiful to have her here. She's such a big help in our lives, and I love having her here. I do need to do a better job at checking in with her because I get going and I'm terrible at that. I was talking to my friend Spenser about how terrible I am about connecting with people. It's just one of those things I just suck at, and it's just, I don't know how to not suck at it. I just you gotta be intentional, and I just am not. Maybe I'm just so focused on my own stuff that I just don't do a good job at checking in with other people. I don't know how to fix that. So if anybody knows how to fix that, help a brother out, because I definitely need to get better at it. I have so many close people that I just don't check on a regular basis. And I was talking with my boy Spenser, because we were in Denver, and I have some close friends that live in Denver that I haven't really checked on, you know, and it's just like, ugh. How do I get better at this? And my wife is really good at it. She has close people to her, and she's always in communication with them, which she does a really good job. That's why she has such strong friendships with people. And it's hard for me. I don't know why, but maybe I'm on a soapbox right now. But sorry. So if you're new to the channel, I go live every Sunday, and I talk about what's going on in my life for a little bit, like we just did. And then I dive into the back end of my YouTube and share all my analytics. And then what I do is I compare it this week to the previous week, just to see how the channel's performing. So that's typically what I do every Sunday when I go live. This is just a way to me to foster community and build community with other creators. And I'm doing that in a roundabout way, and I love it. And I love connecting with other creators that are on this platform that just have a passion and love, because they get it. You know, I was talking to my boy Joseph, you know, yesterday as we're going through, you know, our project stuff. And he was like, yeah, man, you know, you get it, he gets it, we get it. And it's just like, I can tell if we lived closer together, we would be really good friends. And I've met a couple people like that on YouTube, and it is awesome. So, and I want to do that more, and I want to be better at community, better at building friendships and keeping friendships, which I find myself sucking at right now. So, well, that's what's been hitting me lately, and it's what's been on my heart and my mind ever since before, you know. Yeah, it's just been on my heart and my mind for a couple months now. It's probably something I need to check in with my sponsor on, and that's something I check in with my sponsor quite often, but for the most part, you know, I tend to just get in my routines and everything's good, everything's fine, but maybe that's something I can talk to him about and get some clarity on. So, but yeah. And then, so if you're new to the channel, I kind of just rambled on ramble with no. So if you're new, that's what I typically do every Sunday. So I have a little bit of a setup. I have my talking head cam right here. I have a mic right there. I have the capabilities of switching. So we switch to my MacBook and then I come back to here just so we can take a look at, the YouTube stuff. So that's pretty much the gambit. So I guess without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into some YouTube analytics and get this ball rolling. All right. Let's see here. I will go here. Inception. We'll put that down there. I will minimize this. I will minimize that. I like keeping this up so I can, not because I like looking at myself, but more so if anybody hops in the chat, I have a way I can look at that. But let's go ahead and dive into the YouTube studios. I'll blow this up. Boom. Looking forward to Justin Phillip. After I'm done with my live, I go into his live. He's a really cool dude, really funny. He's a great creator, and I enjoy his content. So, but yeah. And let's go to me and YouTube Studio. And then I go into analytics, pop this bad boy open. And here is what the channel's done in the last 28 days. I've gotten 16,368 views. I've gotten 113 watch hours and 19 new subscribers. Let's go. And that's basically what this past month has brought this channel, which is freaking outstanding. So thank you for all those that have subscribed and come along with me on this journey. I'm kind of in a slump right now on creating, which I need to get better at. I have some ideas, and I have this really exciting project coming out in a collaboration with a buddy, but I also have a couple cool ideas that are on the tip of my mind, and I'm eager to pull the trigger on them and get them. I'm still doing the alphabet vlog, so I'm on letter J. I have a good idea for letter J that I'm about to do and get wrapped up, so that is coming too. So there is some stuff in the works, but I definitely have not posted in a minute. The last one was the iPhone, and I think that was like 2 weeks ago. So I definitely need to get going, especially since I'm trying to grow my channel to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. That's the goal. And I'm looking forward to making that happen. And I have so much support and fellowship and community and people shouting me out and trying to help. So we're gonna make it happen, people. I was getting discouraged that it won't happen. Not really discouraged. I was just getting like, dang, the reality of it hit in and said, I don't know if you're gonna make it. You only have like a month and a half to get there, or two and a half months to get there, and I'm not sure if it's gonna happen. But you know what? The heck with that. We're gonna do it. We'll figure out a way. And so that is the goal. I've got 141 more to go, and we'll get there. Come on now. Let's go. All right. So in here, in analytics, what I like to do, like I was explaining earlier, is compare. So what I'm going to do is compare this week to the previous week. In order to do that, I have to go into this little section right here and go custom. And then it's this. So this is this week. I hit apply. And this is what the channel's done this week. I've gotten 3.9 views, 3.9 thousand views. 33 watch hours, and 5 new subscribers. Whoop, whoop. That's good. This is the views and the watch time are pretty average to what I typically get each week. And this is an average week for me. Usually 2 to 5 subscribers a week. And then now you guys understand, like if I'm getting 2 to 5 subscribers a week, if you do the math, there's no way that I'm going to reach 140 by the end of the year. But I'm not focused on that. I'm focused on, it could be just one video away of just something happening, and then boom, I get a ton of subscribers, which would be beautiful. It would be a beautiful thing, and I'm looking forward to it because it's gonna happen. I'm gonna will it into existence, but I'm gonna put in some work too, and I got people helping and supporting. So yeah, we're gonna get there. So now that I got this week, what I like to do is compare it to the previous week. So I have to go up here to this advanced mode, and I hop into there. And then what I do right here is says add comparison. So, and then it's period over period, and then I hit add. And then here's what we're looking at. So as you saw, the previous week was a banger. I had 7,332 views versus the 3,900 that I had this week. So yeah, last week was a banger. And there's been a few weeks that have been like that, where one week I had like 10,000 views or something. It was nuts, but yeah, that was awesome. And then let's go into watch hours. Boom. Here we are. And this is the top 3 for me. This is what basically, all right, this is what I consider the top 3. You got views, watch hours, and subscribers. So that's where we're at. Right now I'm on watch hours. This week I had 33.6. The previous week I had 40. So yeah, a little bit of an uptick the previous week, or a downtick this week, but that's okay. And then subscribers. Yeah, so that's, I had 6 the previous and I had 5 this week. So that is beautiful. That is awesome. I'm excited about that. And then, so that is basically the top 3 for me. This week, these are the top. Oh, this is where, sweet. You can see which videos had some subscribers pop in on. So that's fun. See where all the 5 come from. So 3 from this Bluey Halloween video that I did, are short. 3 from this Flagstaff, 1 from the Flagstaff, 1 from this old. See, that is awesome. This is really awesome for me because here's the thing. These right here are older videos and I'm still getting subscribers from them. So that makes me feel really good. I don't know. I feel really good about that. That some of my older content is getting some traction. And then, yeah. That was a oof. Let's see over here. What was the top one? Oh, that one got 2 subscribers for that video. 2 for that video. 1 from that. 1. Toilet Monster got me 1. And that mouse versus trackpad. That was like a fun video. I guess people. I've gotten a lot of compliments on that video from other people saying that they really enjoyed how I did that video. So maybe I should do like-minded content in that realm of things, but I don't know. I just like creating what I like to create and sharing what I create with all of you guys, and that's just my goal. I don't want to mold myself to things. I just kind of want to be like a free spirit in the YouTube world. Which I know is very challenging, when you're a channel like mine. It's all over the map. It's not really it's hard for YouTube to find the right audience, you know, because I'm like the boxers. I'm like ducking and diving. I'm going here, but then I'm going there, and then I'm up here, and then I'm down. You know what I mean? So it's really hard for YouTube to figure out what the heck I'm doing and to put me in the right area for people. So I'm keeping YouTube guessing, and then it's also kind of maybe hurting my channel a little bit because I don't really have a niche of sorts, but that's okay. Like I said, I'm organically growing it to the type of content that I love to create, so I'm able to share that with all of you guys, and I'm okay with that. So even if, and I don't want to be a negative Nancy, even if I don't hit the 1,000 subscribers, I'm still going to create YouTube. I'm still going to do the thing. So I'm still going to go live every Sunday. And then, you know, even when I, let's say, become a super popular YouTuber, which could be maybe, I don't know, or I won't be, but regardless. So let's say I do become a really popular YouTuber, somebody who creates videos on YouTube and shares his life, and it becomes really successful. I'm still going to do this every Sunday until my last breath in YouTube land. I'm going to do this every Sunday and share my numbers, even when I'm maybe making money on it. But who knows if I am or not. But even if I am, I will share all those things with you guys, because you know what? We're growing the channel together. You're with me. I'm with you. We're doing it. That's why I share this stuff with everybody, because I'm transparent. I'm taking you guys along with me because you're part of this. So I feel that it's in my best interest to be vulnerable and transparent with you guys about it. You know, it's one of the things that I also enjoy about finding a business or a church that fully is transparent with everything that they're doing. And it really builds a sense of security and safety in a sense, because you know they're not fluffy. They're doing what they say they're doing. They're being what they say they're being, and they're, you know, there's none of that fluffy stuff going on. And it doesn't have to be the case. I mean, this is very vulnerable stuff that I like to share, and I'm very transparent about all that. And I'm not saying if you're not that way, you're hiding something, because that's not the case. Some people just don't want to share their business out there, and I respect that. I am just a little different in that department. So please don't misunderstand me if you don't want to share stuff. I'm not saying, you know, that's okay. I don't think that people are hiding things when they don't share. That's not exactly at all what I'm trying to say. I'm just, you know, yeah, I just want to make that point. So we're all uniquely ourselves, and you don't have to share your stuff out there if you don't want to. There's not a rule that says you need to do that. And if you don't do that, then you're hiding something, because that's not true either. So, all right. So I did the comparison, which is awesome. Like I said, the previous week was a banger. I had a lot of uptick on that week. But I like to kind of geek out on a couple other things here. So I removed the comparison. And basically what I do now is walk through my geography, see where people are watching from. We got people in United States is the top one. Canada, India, United Kingdom, Australia, Indonesia, Malaysia, South Korea, Poland, Turkey. That's awesome. Worldwide, baby. Thank you all from all the different countries tuning in. I appreciate you. And then I like going into viewer age and kind of see the spectrum of who's tuning in. Oh, that's kind of a shift. So normally it's 25 to 34-year-olds, 34-year-olds that are the biggest watchers of my content, but not this week. This week it's 35 to 44, which is pretty cool. We got, this is kind of cool. We got 65 plus, 18 to 24, which is this is kind of leveling out, which I'm noticing. It's like kind of like getting a little bit leveler, which is cool. Like it's spreading out. That's super cool. I like that. I don't know why I like it. I just like it. So, all right. And then I go into viewer gender. And yeah, that's about, oh no, this is kind of switched here a little bit. Not switched, but it definitely has lowered on the male side. Normally I'm 75 to 80% female or male viewership. Now I'm 32% female. Normally I'm like 20 something percent, if not lower. So that's an uptick of people watching, which is kind of cool. Maybe it was some of the content this week that, played more to the female viewership than the males. I don't know. I need to get smarter at the end. That's what I do need to do. I need to get smarter at this analytic stuff, so I can definitely figure some things out, especially when it comes to creating content for YouTube. So, and then I go into device type, right? Yeah. I go into device type, which is always mobile phone. Yep. Computer, tablet, TV. And then I go into operating system. I would love if iOS would be on top again. But going on like 10 weeks now, Android has been killing it. So let's see this week. Boom. Android again. Yep. But it's been pretty close. I just wish iOS would just sneak up But I'm not throwing shade to my Android users. I appreciate you guys and thank you. Thank you to all of the Android users that are watching the content. So that's awesome. All right. Well, and then now after I walk through all this, what I like to do is go through what is my top performing content during this period this week. So let's take a look at it. So this Bluey Halloween one got 1,300 views. So that one was a fun one. So it looked like I got 3 subscribers from it, which is super fun. And the reach, let's see. I like going to the likes, dislikes, engagement. Let's see. Is there likes, dislikes in here? Is that this one? Audience? Maybe. This is kind of interesting stuff. Oh, so that one had a higher female viewership than 98% people watching are not subscribed, which is cool. Because that means it's going to people that aren't subscribed, which you want your videos to go to get more subscribers. So, yeah. Oh, likes, dislikes. See more. So, 16 likes, no dislikes. That's fun. Normally, there's at least 1 or 2 people that dislike my content. So, which is okay. That's fine. Viewer channel average, 94%. I'm assuming is the channel average of likes versus dislikes. So, all right, that's cool. What's some other of the top videos? This Arizona one got, so you see these are all, this one got 186. So this one's like been creeping up there, man. It's gotten 1.7 views, 3 subscribers. Yeah, that's fun. Older video. That's kind of cool. This one too. Wow, that one got 80 views all of a sudden. Wow. It's almost at 2,000 views. That's cool. 10 subscribers from that video. That's awesome. Yeah. See, this is the thing. I gotta make more videos to get more subscribers. So I need to step it up. Let's see what other one. This one's, where's this one at? Sam, almost 2,000 views on that one too. 2 subscribers for that one. These are fun videos. Yeah.
A 4-year-old sleeping in your bed gets destroyed. Right.
This is back when I was kind of like vlogging-ish.
It's going to be a packed day today. Got to set up the studio. We're filming an academy session.
It's all
Got some
pre-beer.
edits to knock out, and then I have a shoot around 2:30 this afternoon for a couple hours. Then head back to the office to film something else. Gotta listen to my armchair expert. Oh, welcome to Armchair Expert. I'm your host, Dan Brother.
You're not fucking so important, and you're not suffering any more than anyone else.
But then don't you feel like, oh my god, now I feel bad because I was a narcissist? Of course not.
Yeah. Alright, what do you guys think? Do people really enjoy the vloggy style type videos? I used to do those all the time. I had that. I didn't really do a lot of these types of videos where I did talking heads. I just did the vlog style videos, and then somewhere, I think it was during the 90 hard thing where I switched how I did some YouTube stuff because I just didn't have enough energy to but maybe that's the challenge I should do to myself, is just do a video a day. Because I did that. I did a YouTube video every single day for like 3 months or something like that. It was insane. It was a lot of work. It was a lot of work. So for like 3 months, I did a video every single day, and it was intense. But maybe I'll do that again, since a lot of that stuff's coming back, and they're like fun little vloggy kind of videos. So maybe people like those. I don't know. We'll see. But anything else? Let's see more. No? Yeah, the iPhone one got 41 views. This is the latest video that I did. I got no subscribers from that video. Huh. Yeah. Got 41 views though this week, so that's cool. Alright. Well, fun. Alright. Well, I don't know if I have anything else to talk about with you guys. Let's see if anybody hopped in the chat. Maybe, maybe not. Let me just drop that down. I can go back over here. Go back here. Alright, let's take a look here and see. Whoa, what we got here? Oh man, I am using both. Just gonna answer this real quick. All right. Yeah, man. So here's the thing. I could have just said it instead of dang. I personally use DaVinci for majority of everything that I do personally. Things that I'm freelancing on or things that I am doing for like YouTube and stuff like that. Some work projects at Small Giants, I use DaVinci for a handful of them, like one-offs, but for the most part with a team collaboration, DaVinci isn't really, because some people are on PCs, some people are on Macs. There's this weird linking thing that happens with DaVinci that is very frustrating when you're trying to link media when somebody else is hopping into the project because it creates different file names. So there's some research and things that we have to iron out before we all can make the switch to DaVinci, if that makes sense. So between the PCs and the Macs and the file name structure, it's all Premiere can adapt and it works fine. Like the relinking of media, it's never an issue, but it is a pain in the butt with DaVinci. And I've researched, there's some ways that we get a device, like a weird hub that we all connect to that creates a singular file name from that hub. So when a PC connects to it, it is the same file name because the hub that we all plug into creates the file path. I should say file path, sorry. Not file name, but file path. So that is the hindrance for us to be all on DaVinci right now. We would all like to because DaVinci is freaking awesome. I mean, like I said, I use it personally for everything that I do. And I do use it for some of the work stuff, but little one-offs here and there. So, but I love DaVinci, man. Their audio stuff is really on point. I love their audio interface. Fairlight, using that to dial in your audio is really spectacular. Especially like their AI things that they have built in that can help you tweak things. Like their AI audio mixer is pretty on point, and I've used it a few times and it's pretty robust for what it can do. And their voice isolation is just, to me, way better than Audition and Premiere, what Premiere can do. And then don't even get me started on grading and coloring and working raw, because I've been shooting some raw stuff on this. So being able to dial in some raw stuff with your colors in here with the iPhone, because you can shoot raw, it's been pretty dope, man. And it's yeah. Speaking of which, you're gonna see that with this video that we got coming, that the capabilities of shooting raw on the iPhone is pretty on point. So all right, I kind of got a little nerdy there, sorry. But it's cool. I like to explain stuff. I don't know why I didn't just explain it, I typed it. But so yeah, to answer your question, that's basically, hopefully I didn't put anybody to sleep. But I geek out on stuff like that. But all right, well, it's 8:48 Arizona time, so I should probably hop off here and get cleaned up and get some sleep because I'm tired and we got a lot coming at us. So all right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, hanging out. I appreciate you. And yeah, stay tuned. We got stuff coming, and I'm looking forward to upping my game on my creating on YouTube. So, but with that being said, I will catch you guys. Let me see if I shut this down right. I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace. Did I do that?